Hello and merry meet. It's me, Rowan Ravenwolf, and I have my special guest, Classy Cassie, here today. And this is a fun topic because we are talking about Aquarius and the tarot card associated, which, if you can't tell, is the star. So we've got that back there for everybody to see. So I'm gonna just kind of start with, since I'm a little bit more fluid with the signs, and I'm not going to give you a ton because I want to, you know, make sure we don't give you too much overload, which I can do very easily.
So the star is the zodiac card for which sign?
Yep. Which is, as if you've watched any of the other videos, we started in Capricorn. Or wait, no. We
No,
started
we started
Sagittarius
with, yes,
and we did
Sagittarius.
Capricorn, so we'll go all the way around for the year. So in about 2 weeks, we'll do Pisces. So because we
And
are
right now we are in the season of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is upon us.
so all right. I have to say I do like Aquariuses, but also one of my daughters is an Aquarius. So so Aquarius, this is one of our air signs. And actually, when you look at the wheel, this is the last air sign of the zodiac. Um, so the other air signs are Gemini and Libra. We'll talk about them another day. So the symbol is the water carrier, the water bearer. So, a lot of times people get confused that isn't it a water sign? No, it actually is an air sign. So the
Even though it's
tradition,
the water bearer.
exactly. So in traditional astrology, Saturn ruled the Aquarius, but in modern astrology, it's Uranus that rules it. Its opposite is Leo. So its opposite is one of the fire signs.
Me, I'm a Leo. So Aquarius is on the other side of the zodiac from me, and that would be my opposites attract sign.
And so some of the traits that come along with Aquarius, and this is just a few of them, Aquarians are extremely loyal. They are ambitious, they are practical, and they are usually the most organized. Like I will say, every Aquarian I meet is the most organized person. They're the ones that you want to help you organize things because they are very good at it. So those are some really good traits for Aquarians. Um, and if you've ever met Aquarians, and when I say loyal, I mean they are very loyal. And actually, what's really cool is they're also the ones they fight when they see. Um,
Injustice.
yes, thank you. They're
Humanitarians.
that was actually what I was going to say. So they're the ones that usually are very good at organizing protests. They know, like, this is what needs to be done, this is what needs to say, and this is what is going to spark attention. And so usually when you see some type of organization, I guarantee you the person leading it is an Aquarius, or their ascension sign or their rising sign is an Aquarian. So usually that's what you will see when you see that. So kind of a fun little tidbit there. So I'm going to touch very quickly on the star before I jump in and like Classy Cassie. But this is from my Romanian deck. And you can see there's the picture in the back. So I just wanted to make sure that we can see both. And so if you want to learn how to say star in Romanian, there you go. Don't ask me. So what I wanted to share about the star is that when this comes up in any card spread, or if you pull one card, a lot of times when it is upright, it's healing, it's inspiration, it's positive change, which really coordinates so well with Aquarians. Like if you're an Aquarian, a lot of times this represents a message of hope, renewal, optimism, and healing. And it's also like letting you know that you could be in a period of recovery and renewal. So that's just kind of a couple of the tidbits that I kind of wanted to touch on. And before we really jump into it, I'm going to show a couple of the cards I pulled that are stars just so that you can see a little bit of the difference.
I
in
can't
some.
wait. Which decks did you pick?
All right, this is my favorite. I think it's always up. It's the Shadowscape Tarot. I love this one. I absolutely love this one.
Ooh.
So, and then
Well, if you're into violet or purple, that's the deck to go with.
it is it and it's very flowy. Like I love like everything just flows in the deck. The other one, and this one is really great. Actually, Classy Cassie got turned onto it. Los Scarbo produces it. These are such great decks. You probably even pulled this card. You're probably like, oh, she beat me to
No, no, you show
it.
yours first.
So here's their star card. And it is like you can see because you've got because Classy Cassie's got the regular Rider Waite in the back. Sorry, I'm dry. I'll be so glad when winter's over. You can see the similarities. So they've really just modernized Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork, and I really love the
Exactly.
modernization. Yeah, we needed it, you know.
Well, Tarot of Traditions is a Lo Scarabeo deck, and it's by Giuliano Costa. Well, I also, one of the decks I picked tonight is another Giuliana Costa deck, the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Oops.
It was kind of there we go. Yep. So very similar. That's really pretty too. I did pick
Yeah.
another Los Scarbo, the Elves one. So this is my newest deck.
Yeah, you know what? Pull up your Tarot of Traditions card since it's the same author. I kind of want to hold them together. Yeah, see how
Similar but
he
different.
he has that same bold color design,
Yeah.
but definitely very different. She looks more like a Nana in this
Mhm.
card with that headdress that she has on.
Yeah. So I'm going to show my last card and then I'm going to let you jump into yours. So my last one, this is the Tarot of the Elves. So this is my new deck that I just got. And I really like this one. It's different because, we've got a man and he's actually an elf. So, like this is my I like this deck because it's all elves. So I really like that. I'm going to kind of zoom in so you can see. But it's almost
Kind
like
of
that
in the
star.
vein of Lord of the Rings kind of elves. Are they
That's
not?
yes, because a couple of them look like our Lord of the Ring elves. So because there's
Okay.
a few in there that I'm like, this is my Gadriel card, and this is but I do really like that deck. I'm charging it under the next full moon because I'm like, all my decks like to be charged under that. So Sandra, why don't you or because Classy Cassie, why don't you go ahead and show us the other
Well, I
cards that
showed
you pulled?
you, one,
Mhm.
the pre-Raphaelite tarot, and then I went with okay, and this is the box for that one. Then I decided I'm kind of into these historical decks lately. So then the other one I got is the Golden Tarot, which is definitely medieval, and it's a collage of medieval artwork.
Very fun.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like
need
it's
a new webcam.
what's fun is the artwork. Um, I know like we're kind of veering away a little bit, and anybody who's watched us before knows we veer away every once in a while.
Yeah, look at
Um,
that. If I put it in front of me, then it gets.
Clear. Yeah. What's neat about tarot now is we have so many amazing artwork with it. Wouldn't it be cool to sit with Arthur Waite and say, "Hey, what do you think now?" And Pamela Coleman Smith, and what do you think now? And the Marsal's deck, like we don't even know who drew those pictures. Like that would be fun.
Well, when I was first getting into tarot back in the early 90s, in the 70s and the 80s, there was hardly anything. There was only two or three or four different kinds of decks and very few books. So in the 90s, there was kind of this explosion and it was something that I had been waiting for because I felt that the Pamela Coleman Smith artwork was like almost worse than stick figures.
I
Just so
wouldn't go that far. I mean, it was
I know
it
it's
was
not that bad,
during the
but
time it was revolutionary. It's just now we're like,
well, in 1909, but
yeah,
even
but I
in the
mean, even when
1970s,
you
it
get
looked,
into the 1920s, the artwork was starting to get better. But yeah, I mean, it's over 100 years old. I mean, we're almost 120 years old on that deck. So
and you know what, Pamela Coleman Smith wound up being a children's book illustrator. And you know what? She, she was not a great artiste. She was adequate.
well, we can't compare.
But that's me,
Yeah, because it's hard
my
to compare
opinion.
them to our artwork now. You have to kind of like look at it from the antiquities time, so you have to
Wow.
say what was the other artwork of the time period like. So, but I mean, hey, it was
It
perfect
was
for
cartoony.
what we needed and for what was needed at the time for tarot readings.
Yeah, it looked cartoony to me, so I'm really happy with like Tarot of Traditions that you already held up the star card. It looks so much more colorful and artistic, and and I guess for publication and printing at a deck, she probably was limited to line drawings, and the colors were very limited. So, uh, um, I understand that. But oh my gosh, in the 70s and the 80s, that's still the best that we had. We could do better, and we certainly did.
Yeah, well,
Oh, so couple of things that I wanted to say about the symbolism of the star card, and is that it comes after the tower, and the tower is a big action card, right? There's a release of energy, and like the veil is ripped away, the veil of consciousness. And here in the star card, we're behind the veil. And everything in the card speaks of wholeness, openness, and healing. Um, Despite all the suggestions of manifestations, the star is not really a card of action, but inner calm. In contrast to Temperance and the Moon, the star shows no road leading back from the pool to the mountains of outer reality. Though the streams and the ibis imply creative energies, um, the experience of the star is one of peace. For the moment, the journey can wait. The star represents wholeness, healing, and universal truth unveiled. So, and of course, there's a lot more symbolism in there, but I think the point is it's a card of healing and wholeness on the journey, a stop, a rest point at the pool.
stars are wonderful. Like when we wish on a falling star.
And it's an eight
There's
pointed star, which was also the star of the goddess Inanna, um, who was a mother goddess. And, the female figure in the card whose nudity shows she has nothing to hide, she pours the water of life from a pitcher in each hand. And the stream from the vase in her right falls directly into the pool to show that she's making a conscious choice to expand the self. Okay, and the ripples in the pool form an expanding circle or mandala, suggesting expansion of the self or the inner soul, the soul unveiled, the naked self. And what did I want to say about? Okay, she is. Oh, mythologically, this card is related to the anima mundi, or the soul of the world, who's also depicted as naked with a halo of stars and one foot on land and the other in water to show dominion over earth and sea. It's also linked with the Sumerian mother goddess Inanna, queen of heaven, often addressed as the light of the world and the morning and evening star. Inanna's shield bears an eight-pointed star-like design, just like the eight-pointed star in the star card. and she is related mythologically, or the pouring of the water kind of represents all those mythological chalices that can never be emptied, because she continues to pour the water, and she's not afraid that there will be ever be an end to the stream.
So this is just fun. Like we can go on for a long time.
There's
Just
so much that
there
you could
is
talk
so much.
about in here.
Yep. So just so everybody knows, m- like, yeah, actually, I think there's only been one time that you missed. We do Triple Goddess Psychic Friday. That is the last Friday of every month. You can go to Eventbrite. That will be in both of our in the video. The Eventbrite link will be in our description so that you can go there. That is where you can come into our Zoom meeting and you can ask a question. So you don't have to ask it online because it's more private. And for those, Tuesdays are Tuesday Tarot for me. So I do go online and answer questions with one card pulls. So feel free to follow me, the TikTok link and the YouTube link if you're and you'll be this video will post on both, but share with your friends if you want a one card reading. So Classy Cassie, anything you want to add about like how to follow you or anything like that?
Well, my website is www.classycassie.com. I also have a Classy Cassie YouTube channel and a Classy Cassie Facebook page. But I would certainly appreciate if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some of my videos.
All right. And as always, if you're watching me, whether you're on Patreon, on YouTube, or TikTok, don't forget to hit the like button or the heart button, depending on what you're watching, because that helps out tremendously. And don't forget to subscribe or follow again wherever you're watching, because all of that helps tremendously. And hope to see you next time. So as always, blessed be and namaste.